Hey YouTube, it's Cape Cod Cuda. It's my Dodge Dakota project. It's the second coat, Rustoleum Smoke Gray. Spraying it with a Harbor Freight spray gun, and I'm using a gas-powered compressor. I sanded down the truck, but I didn't really do any body work. I did hammer out some dents, but I didn't add any Bondo or fiberglass on the truck, so it has a lot of dings and dents and scratches. I removed molding, and there's some scratches and imperfections from the removing of the molding. There's cracks in the old paint, and the old paint was all faded and chipping and stuff like that. Did sand it a lot. Painted the truck to sell it. Cosmetically, people didn't like that the paint was falling off the truck, and I couldn't even sell it for $800. I had it listed for $1,200, and I couldn't even sell it for $800. And it runs and drives with AC. I just paid to have a transmission put in it. Paid $500 to have the transmission put in it. It has a brand new torque converter, a brand new muffler, cost me $60. Put an idle air control valve in it, that was like $50. Put an aluminum radiator and electric fan in there. I got a total of $2,500 into the truck. I bought a cap for it, fiberglass cap. I only paid $80 for that, the local junkyard. I ran out of tape, ran out of some supplies while doing the project. I have to paint the top again. I'm gonna have to cut in. I'm gonna have to remove the tape and paint the trim black. Because I ran out of tape. It doesn't look that bad. Kind of looks like primal. I went with the gray because the registration already says it's gray. So if I drive the truck, I don't have to change the registration. Again, this is the second coat. I'm not going to be probably spraying another coat today. We are supposed to have rain, 40% chance of rain. Florida. Doesn't look bad. Got a mosquito. The second coat doesn't look as shiny as the first coat was. I'm spraying it straight. I didn't cut it. Straight out of the can into the spray gun and spraying it. I don't know what the PSI level is out of the gun because there's no adjustment on my air compressor. It's one of those construction 2-tank, knocking off some load bugs. Those construction little 2-tank jobbies. I bought it from a friend of mine. You can still see the stripes. pinstriping. I sanded this too, and I took it down with a razor, and I sanded it, and I got all the tapey gunk off of it, but you can still see it. I was hoping after, several coats of paint that some of the imperfections in the body would fade out. Like here, right here is a dry spot from the old paint where it didn't have any paint and then it had paint, or clear coat had been crackling. The hood was really bad with dings and stuff. I can see that the old paint's lifting and that this will probably come off, but I don't care about that. It's a truck. It runs really, really good. It has 148,000 miles on it. I bought it from the original owner's family after he passed away. He was retired military. And this truck really drives really good. And now with this other transmission in it, she's really nice. Like I said, I put a new muffler on it. I had pressure washed the engine bay down and got the new distributor wet. And when I drove out of there, it was sputtering, and I pushed my foot down on the gas, and it was hesitating, and then finally, what she was doing was loading up and with fuel, and she backfired and blew the exhaust off the truck, exploded the muffler, and she had new exhaust on it when I got it. So I just had to buy a muffler for it, and the muffler shop charged me $60 for a muffler. And I brought a muffler down there that I got out of the junkyard for like $12, but they wouldn't weld it on there. They talked me into buying one of theirs, and I just want to get rid of the truck. I just don't want it in my yard anymore. I need the money for other things. I have 4 vehicles and I only need one. I'm trying to sell off my other vehicles, sell off this Dakota, my Explorer and stuff like that, and put all the money into my Chevelle project, 1970 Chevelle project, and use some of the money to pay my bills. But whatever's left over, I'm gonna dump into the Chevelle and just do it like that. Maybe buy some kind of other vehicle. A buddy of mine thinks I should keep this and sell my Explorer, because this does ride really, really good. We took it to Tampa a couple times to junkyards and stuff, and it's good on gas. It got the V6 in it, Magnum motor. That I have the 2003 Ford Explorer with the 4.0 5-speed. That thing is a gas hog. It cost me to go to Tampa and back $70. I forget what this was, how this ran on gas and stuff like that, because it's been over a year since I've drove it. But nowhere near that. We go there to Tampa and back in his Toyota Avalon, and I don't think it cost us $20 to do it, and that's with the tolls. So yeah, that Ford Explorer is no good on gas. And I don't know why. I really don't. Standard's supposed to be better. But I get the grill out. The grill's in the garage with the other marker parker lights and stuff like that. And I have a set of lights for the tail lights that are in the garage also. I don't have a bumper. My bumper got jacked up, flat towing somebody to the scrapyard. My buddy LJ had this Caprice, and I went to the junkyard and they wanted $60, and all the bumpers they had for $60 were jacked up. They were dented up and everything like that. I found a nice one out in Orlando for $60, a nice chrome one to match the front. But right now my funds are gone. My funds are low. So if I come across some money and stuff like that, I might go out there and pick up the bumper, because I know that's going to be an issue. One guy made an issue of it, saying that he wanted to buy it to tow a pop-up camper, and that's why he was interested in it. But he didn't want to buy it because he said that the outside was rough. So, and I thought the cap, I weighed out buying, well, the junkyard I was at didn't have any good bumpers right here in Cocoa, and but they had this cap for $80. And I originally went down there for new taillights and the rear bumper, and I came across this cap for $80. So I was like, well, I'll get the cap. I'm not going to pay $60 for a dented up, rotted up bumper. So I got the cap. I thought that would make it good because the bed, you see this, that's the original paint inside the bed. The bed had this had a cap on it when I got it, and the paint in the bed is in awesome condition. It's got a lot of junk in it right now. I kind of put those down, those mats down to stop it from scarring it up and stuff like that. And but there's no rot in the bed, there's no rust in the bed. Still got a shine to it. I'll clean all this out when I put the cap on it. And these are the cap pieces that go over the bed. And I got the back window in the garage too. It has the little slider in the back, and this got the slider on it too. You can pass stuff through or whatever like that. And I don't know, maybe your buddy's in the back, maybe you got a cooler back here or something like that that you can pass through. I don't know why they have that like that. On the side of the cap, these windows slide open too. These side windows, they slide open. They got little screens in there. The screens in the back half. And I got the key to this too. See, locks. It had a, was it mossy oak or something like that? Sticker, camouflage sticker on the back. I peeled it off with the razor. But yep, hopefully I can sell this, get some money, pay off some bills, put a little money towards the Chevelle. Well, maybe put a little money towards getting the Explorer together to sell that. I need to probably buy a new tailgate for it. Buddy towed my buddy's car, the trailer. He didn't lock down the trailer, so the trailer popped off and smashed into my tailgate. Broke up all the latches to open the door. Alright, Kip Karakuda signing out. There's my 1992 Dodge Dakota Smoke Gray Rustoleum paint job. Thanks for watching.